Looked like we hit him a couple of times, didn't wrap him up. And folks, you got to tackle that guy. He's gone. That is 80 yards for the touchdown. And attempting the PAT will be Shelton for Coffee County, John.
Okay, Tommy, going for the extra point here is Coffee County. The kicker is Dustin Murray. The snap, it's down. The kick is up, and it is good. The kicker, check it, that's Jason Luke Shelton for the extra point. This extra point has been brought to you by
Automotive. Over Mark, Chris Lucas. He ran over Mark Lucas, or Mark didn't make the tackle, but Bob Diller trying to get that straightened out on the sideline with Lucas as Shelton will kick it away for Coffee County. Standing deep is Joel Griffin, a kid who's certainly capable of going coast to coast if he can get his hands on a football.
All right. Ready to kick is Coffee County. Lebanon has got Griffin deep, and it's going to go short and to the wide side, and it's going to go to Stafford at the 14, to the 15, to the 20, 25, hit, spins out to about the 29-yard line. So Stafford with a good run back brings it from the 14 to the 29, and Lebanon will be in business at that point.
This reminder that Wilson County Spirit Contest is underway at the Walmart Film Processing Center at the Super Center. Prizes are involved in that, folks, and the contest revolves around you submitting your pictures which show school spirit. More information, talk to the good folks at the Walmart Film Processing Center at the Walmart Super Center.
Lebanon set to go, double wideouts near side. And they give it to the fullback, and here comes Griffin. He's got some speed, and Griffin outside. He's got one man to beat. 50, 45, 40, 45, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Lebanon. Joel Griffin takes it all the way from the 28 or the 29. So Lebanon comes right back. We're looking at a track meet now.
Well, if it gets in a track meet, Joel Griffin's got the advantage, Clyde. We've got to have a showdown here of two of the quickest fullbacks in high school football. Joel Griffin just bounced the trap outside, and it was off to the races. John, if you can get caught up with it, you've got the PAT call.
Tommy, it's hard to catch up with Joel Griffin when he breaks open in open territory. Once again, here for the extra point. Gannon in to snap. Pitt to hold. Presley to kick. The snap. It's a fake. Pitt rose to his right. Throws it in the end zone, incomplete. Pass intended for Elliott Carson falls incomplete. The two-point conversion falls no good. This extra point attempt was brought to you by Automotive Wheel Services, featuring Michelin tires, because so much is riding on your tires.
At Lebanon High School. We're here with Rusty McDonald for Hallmark Drive-Thru and Square One Express to thank them for their support and present to them this Blue Devil football souvenir.
We at Hallmark Drive-Thru and Square One Express are proud to support the Lebanon Blue Devil football program.
Go Devil!
Joel Griffin goes 71 yards for the touchdown. The two-point conversion pass failed. 8:03 left in the second quarter. 11-20, Coffee County 7.
Big plays tonight by the fullbacks. That ought to put Griffin way over 100.
8 carries, 129.
All right, long kickoff by Presley. Down to Wyatt at the 8, to the 10. Back to the 15, straight up the middle, 15, 20, 25, all the way out to the 30-yard line. Getting up off the bottom of the pile for the Blue Devils is Jeff Buchanan.
Buck Buchanan making the tackle. And I tell you what, folks, we had a kid run down there and just attack the wall. Jason Henson, a junior, he hit that wall with everything he had and splattered them, and that left it open for Buck to make the tackle. Coffee County now back in business right around their own 30-yard line.
It's amazing how much pride these Lebanon kids put in those special teams. Sharon sets his ball club with an end split to the near side. And always that big fullback back there, 5'11", 220. And they fake and give it this time to the big kid, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage, and the Blue Devils are right there to meet him. And coming out of there with a hand on him is Mark Lucas for one, and the linebacker Kelly for another, and there might have been another blue shirt or two in there, Tommy.
Alds was in there also. They've got Griffin out, getting him a little break after that long sprint. Tim Kelly, the junior, is in there at linebacker. So we've got two juniors at linebacker, Kelly, and we also have Lucas. And also out there in the secondary, we've got Jeremy Rich, in there as our quarterback, Damon Pitt, gets a bit of a break.
Second down and 9.5, call it 2nd and 10. No gain on the play. Sharon sets him down. Man in motion coming to the near side. Sharon again to the big fullback, and again he's hit at the line, and flags fly. He got a yard, no more. Lebanon jammed it up in there, and I may want to call holding here. No, they're going to call illegal motion. Was that the call?
That was the call, illegal shift. Coffee County started with a man in motion, and then the wingback thought he was supposed to go in motion at the snap. So when the ball was snapped, you had 2 people moving. Now, in Canadian football or in that indoor stuff, that arena football, you can have 6 or 7 guys in motion. But in high school football, you can only have 1 man in motion at the snap.
Lebanon going to decline the penalty and bring up a 3rd and 10. Call it 3rd and 10 for the Blue Devils. Jason Holland split to the near side for the Raiders, and they'll be looking at that 3rd and 10 passing situation. The Lebanon secondary will be alert on this. Back to throw is Sharon. Big pressure. They got him. Inside the 25 to the 24. Alls led the charge. Also Kelly, the linebacker. And the Blue Devils were on the move. They poured through on the blitz that time.
We sent a lot of people after the quarterback. We're going to take a fair catch here on this punt. I see Bob Dillard making the signal out there to Tressler and Griffin, who go into punt return formation. But great job defensively for Lebanon as they stop the track meet. Holland now retreats into punt formation for Coffee County.
Lebanon leading 20-7, almost 6 minutes to play. Here's the snap. And Lebanon almost got it. Long over the head of Tressler, and he's going to field it and turn it to the near side, and he'd call for the fair catch, so it will be, I don't understand that.
I thought if it hit the ground, that took the fair catch off.
I did too, but they didn't. So they'll get it where he fielded it at the 35-yard line, which actually may be a break for the Blue Devils there.
Holland with the kick, and Terry, what about the yardage on that punt?
From the Coffee County 24, I guess we get the fair catch on the 35. That's 43 yards on the punt, no return.
And he had that wind at his back. Lebanon will have it now. 65 yards away from another. 5:26. Quarterback underneath. Here's Pitt, pulls it out, pitches to Stafford, got a little room. Stafford coming to the near side, 35, slips and falls, still gets out over the 40 to the 41-yard line, and may have had more yardage had not his footing give away when he made the cut back at the 35.
Good run by Stafford as he dodged the first man who had pitch responsibility for the Coffee County defense, started churning those feet and cutting back, and made a good play out of what really could have been a nothing play for Lebanon.
Stafford really making his presence known, running hard tonight. I've never seen this kid run harder than he is this evening. Lebanon now double wideouts to the near side, and I think we got some new numbers in there. We'll check that in a moment. And Pitt is back to throw. Looks, fires over the middle. Got his man, Tressler, up inside Raider territory. Excuse me, it was not Tressler. It was Jason Hankins down inside Raider territory. Hit him at about the 46, and he takes it down to about the 43-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10.
Jason Hankins, big, strong, split receiver, 6'1", 190 pounds, and probably just a good meat and 3 meal away from being a tight end. He's so big and so strong. Ran the good curl route. Jason hit him right in the hands and gets that 1st down yardage.
They split Hankins again to the wide side now. And Pitt again. No, here's a draw play to Stafford. Stafford still running over people. Blew over the 40, over the 39, down to about the 38-yard line. Going to pick up close to 5 on a 1st down play. Stafford really running tonight. I'm really impressed with this guy.
Terry, what are those numbers on the senior tailback?
Tommy, that's his 8th carry of the night. 8 carries, 38 yards. Unfortunately for Chris Stafford, he had to pick that fumble up in the backfield, and he got hit for a -10, where his numbers would look a lot better.
Okay, Lebanon up out of the huddle. Hankins left, Tressler right. Carson is in tight. Here's the pitch. And this is Griffin, 40, 35, and drop as he gets down near the 31-yard line. But it's 1st down, Lebanon. And we've still got plenty of time. 3.5 minutes on that clock, and the Blue Devils got time to punch it on in here and take firm control of this ball game at halftime. They lead 20-7.
Terry, we've been churning out those 1st downs tonight.
Tommy, that's our 9th 1st down on the ground. We've got 2 through the air. 11 1st downs compared to 1 for Coffee County.
Blue Devils will come out Hankins and Tressler to the left side. Boy, Hankins is a big guy, isn't he? And Pitt wants to throw. Looks, fires. And Hankins can't hold it at the 25. Got it up on the hands, but he had to get those hands up around his head, and it was a little bit high and just couldn't pull it down. It'll bring up a 2nd and 10 from the, well, call it the 31. The heel of the football is almost back at the Raider 31.
Joe Preer checks in at a flanker. Tressler comes out of the game. So pitch your quarterback. Looks like we've got Reeves at fullback, Griffin at tailback, Preer and Hankins are your split receivers.
Bob Dillard getting some new faces in this lineup here before halftime tonight. Pitt sets him down. Pitch back to the tailback, Griffin. And Griffin is going to be hit at the 30, and he may have gotten a yard on the carry, but the Raiders smelling it out, and you got to be a little impressed with the way these Raiders kind of regrouping and playing defense in there.
Well, it would have been awfully easy when they got down 14-0 just to sit on this thing and not do anything. Lebanon's got the penalty now. Flag comes flying out. 15-yard hold or a holding penalty against Lebanon. We'll see about the mark-off. But Coffee County bounced right back with a score to make this thing tight, forcing Lebanon to come back and score. We're at 20-7, 2:57 to go in the first half. The hold will be marked off against Lebanon. And John, have you got an indication against who that one was flagged?
No, Tommy, no indication at this time.
Blue Devils will bring it up and put it in play just outside the Raider 40, where it will be first down and almost 20. 19. Or second down and 19, I beg your pardon. Pitt back to throw. Here comes the rush. And here's the dump over the middle to Ron C. Got room. C heads for the far side. 30, 25. C going to have the first down inside the 20. Rolls out of bounds at the 18-yard line, but check a flag back up at about the 34, and that's really going to hurt if that's against us, and I think it will be.
That's the old Miami screen play. They're calling illegal man downfield now. I don't think you can't make that call because that pass is behind the line of scrimmage. That pass goes behind the line of scrimmage so our lineman can go downfield and block. That's the Miami screen play, made popular by the University of Miami and the Hurricanes. They let the rush come in, the lineman go upfield and block, and Ron C. comes in behind him. And Bob Dillard is livid down there.
And we've got a striped conference out there, Tommy.
Trying to explain to the officials that that's a screen. There we go.
Now they'll wave it off.
Good job. Bob Dillard may have a career in law when this thing is over.
Dillard's got his work cut out for him tonight, hasn't he?
I tell you what, though, that's a good job of lobbying by Bob Dillard. And that's the call you got to make. You got to go wipe that thing off because the last play was behind the line of scrimmage. It's a screen play, and you can go downfield and block on that play. We've run that play for several years. I remember when we ran it with DeMond Stone several years ago. And, Terry, good pickup on that play.
The pass to Ron C. was good for 22 yards, Tommy, down to the Coffee County 18 and a first down.
Blue will put it in play there. Tressler split wide to the right. C is left, and Pitt calls the signals. Pitches back to Stafford. Stafford got a lead block. Got a great block. Stafford at the 20. Knocked down hard at the 15. But big number 69. I got to get him on there, Tommy. He really threw a block for Lebanon. It's Kenneth Nelson, and boy, he really sprung him.
He did a good job leading on that linebacker, Nelson, at right guard, and then Brian Reeves comes in there and cleans up. Reeves, whose older brother Ivan played the strong safety for the Blue Devils a couple of years ago, he grew up wanting to be a Blue Devil, and he's out there making his presence known as a blocking fullback.
About 3.5 on the carry for Stafford. Double wideouts left. That's Hankins and Tressler. Pitt wants to throw, draw play to Stafford. Stafford up the middle over the 15, down over the 10, over the 9 to the 8-yard line. And Stafford may have, and I believe will have, the first down. But let's hang on and see what the spot will bring. He's awfully close to a first and goal from the 8, but let's see.
John, what does the spot look like to you?
He's going to be about a yard short. Or it may be a first down. They're going to measure it here, Tommy. Let's keep it down here until they get out here. We'll let you know what happens. Going back to that Miami play, let's credit the line judge, Fred McCullum, for listening, head coach Bob Dillard. The referee